Well, hello there, Retro PC Durham. Chris here with another machine. This is actually, I don't know if it's kind of a quick turnaround. Some of it's a quick turnaround. So we've got this Alpha Data Systems case, as you can see, has been through um, much of its life. Quite a bit of spare parts action going on here with the case. As you can see, we've got one of the original slot covers here, and then these two have been added in that are not obviously from this one. Floppy drive, we've got our power button and indicator lights over here, and then we've got a black faced multi-burner drive. And the reason why I had to do this was because I needed a SATA drive in here, and I don't have any white front-facing SATA drives. They're all black, so that's what we had to go with. If we flip around to the back of this unit, and we'll take a look at what we have from a connection standpoint, it's rather sparse. We have our power supply and we have our system board, which has got some PS2 stuff, a VGA output, and then we've got USB ports, Ethernet, and audio. So I'm going to go top down and we'll take a look at what's inside this case. Here we are with our top down view, showing off what we've got here. So there's that floppy disk drive. I did actually connect it up to the board. There was a slot available for it on this older board. We've got our SATA 3.5-inch hard disk drive, a couple fans. We have an Intel spec board. So this is a 915BU, I think, is what it was. No, sorry. It's a DG33BU. DG33BU. And this was actually a donation from Matt in Oshawa, who's one of my first couple subscribers, I think. Like when I had less than 10 subscribers, he was one of the earliest subscribers on the channel. Funny enough, having someone from the same area as me be one of my earliest subscribers, and we've never known each other. A generation apart in terms of age as well, so not like we really have that much in common other than where we came from, Durham region-ish. I'm originally from Scarborough and then spent a lot of time in Pickering as well, and he's from the Oshawa area. Anyways, so he came in over and dropped some stuff up, including this system board, which has got a Core 2 Duo processor on it. This 4 gig of memory, 4 1 gig sticks, and this system board. And so I got it installed in a spare case I had with a power supply, hard drive, etc. Got it all up and running, and timely enough because there was someone who actually contacted me in need of a system. So I wanted to get it up and running as quickly as possible and get it donated out. So I'm going to put the cover back on. I'm just going to boot this up with the bench monitor and everything. So I'm just going to go straight to the Windows view and we'll take a look at the specs on hardware info. And I don't have any internet right now. There's an outage across like all of Toronto today. And so I'm just going to show the hardware info, and that's going to be it for the view video here. So one sec while we flip that around. So while I mentioned when Matt donated this to me, he had a Core 2 Duo processor in it, I took the opportunity to upgrade. Unfortunately, fortunately, I had a quad-core processor to put in this. So we have a Q6600 that I've added into the machine here. And I did have some, I'll say newer, some 8000 and 9000 quad-core processors as well. And I wanted to use one of those instead. But this chipset, this DG33BU motherboard, the BIOS version that's currently installed, this is the newest quad-core processor that it would support that I have, and you can't get BIOS upgrades from Intel for these older boards anymore because Intel, in their infinite wisdom, deleted all of their old driver databases off of their website, even though their entire database worth of driver history maybe takes up like a Blu-ray disc. And they could have actually taken the opportunity to just, transfer it all over to archive.org or something, or anywhere else where someone could have kept a repository, but they just deleted it, which is not very good customer service. Anyways, it is what it is. So we've got this in here, quad-core 6600 processor, great processor, lots of great life for desktop use, 4 gig of memory. We've got the GMA X3100 integrated graphics that are in this system, which are perfectly acceptable, and that 500 gig 7200 RPM Western Digital hard drive with a DVD burner to complement it. Perfect machine for standard desktop use. We'll be able to handle, I know we can't do a crab reef test today for YouTube because the internet is out, but I tested before. It handled 1080p fine. It was a little, a little iffy. I thought I might have saw some hitching, but 720p was crystal clear, no issues at all. So perfectly acceptable computing performance out of this system, and ready to get off to someone's going to come and pick it up in the next couple days for someone that they have, an elderly person that has a need for a computer. So that's my finished look at this Intel board with an Intel Q6600 in this Alpha Data Systems old, probably from a Pentium 4 era case, so not too far out of date, but out of date nonetheless. All ready to go for a donation. I hope you enjoyed checking this out. As always, I hope you are staying safe and healthy, and we'll catch you in the next one.